question comes from Ben Peck. And Ben was writing in reference to the video I did about why Microsoft needs a Surface phone. And Ben writes, he says, thanks for the video, Bruce. My experience with the Surface Pro 3 is subpar and is probably my last straw with Windows, mainly because too many programs just can't work. It's not seamless, breaks down. I spend more time fixing problems than doing work. And until they arrange or manage to fix this portion, I think Windows will forever be behind Apple. What is your advice toward possibly my ill-informed opinion, Bruce? By the way, if they fix this, Surface phone would be awesome. Hey, thanks for writing, Ben. Okay, so you're having problems with your Surface Pro 3. You believe it to be more on the Windows side of things. We're sure that it's not a hardware issue with your Surface Pro. Excellent machine. Of course, now they have the Surface Pro 4. These are designed first and foremost with productivity in mind. So you have a full-blown PC operating system on there, allowing you to shouldn't be able to install any application that you can normally install on Windows. So maybe your problem is more to do with the operation of Windows in general. I'm not sure what you're using your Surface for, but productivity is certainly a big point behind the Surface. Not only to do things like watch YouTube videos, a lot of the apps that you buy for iOS and stuff, there's full things you can do in a web browser on the desktop because you can run the full desktop on your Surface. So things like Facebook, YouTube get the full experience by installing, your favorite web browser such as Chrome and going into YouTube right on the Surface. You can do all that kind of stuff, but then you can also do things like install the full version of Office, not a mobile version, full productivity suite of applications on there, Photoshop, etc. Do all that. That's the productivity, and I think that thinking is really a lot more behind the Surface. I think of it as really good for companies where you don't have to necessarily buy people laptops and desktops. They just take their Surface Pro, dock it, continue working, unhook, and off they go. If this device isn't making for you, and you're not really happy with Windows, if you're not using, you can be productive on an iPad, okay? You can be productive on an Android device. There is Office and so forth for those devices. But you don't, you're not getting the full experience that you would like the full install of Office for for Windows, for example. So again, productivity, if it's not really that important to you and you're leaning more towards content consumption, either Android or iOS is going to be just fine for you. It's really all about how you're going to use the device. If you find yourself frustrated because of Windows, well, iOS is hard to beat. Android, hard to beat. If you're not, if you don't use certain types of productivity software that requires a desktop installation. That's the best answer I can give you for it. Thanks so much for writing.